Police in Brooklyn Park say car thefts this year are trending close to an all-time high. This comes after police tried to catch suspects involved in 2 stolen car cases this weekend. Brooklyn Park police say they spotted a suspicious vehicle leaving Kensington Place Apartments on Friday. The occupants fled the scene before making a U-turn and crashing near the entrance. 5 people ran from the car on foot and escaped. In a separate incident, police chased a stolen car early Monday morning, but called off the chase when speeds got too high. Brooklyn Park police say they expect new drones and canine units to help track suspects in car thefts.
We were kind of in a period where we were lacking some tools to track suspects in cases like that. Those tools are starting to come online, so I think we're going to have a lot more success as that rolls out.
Car thefts in Brooklyn Park peaked in 2022. Police say Kia and Hyundais are still the most common vehicles targeted for theft. The Robbinsdale School District will have to find a new space to operate one of its post-secondary programs due to a zoning code dispute with the city of New Hope. Robbinsdale schools began renting a property along Highway 169 this spring for a college-level trade school program it runs in partnership with Hennepin Tech. The city zoned the building industrial, so a trade school would technically be allowed. However, the city says teaching high school students at the building would violate city code. The school district sees it differently.
College credit, college students. It is a trade school in every sense of that term. The fact that they're high school students is utterly irrelevant.
As was discussed, I think what I'm struggling with is these are high school students. That's obvious.
The New Hope City Council unanimously rejected an appeal by the school district to continue to operate the program at that particular site. It's a critical need, but it's one that isn't often discussed. 1 in 4 teenagers have missed class because of the lack of access to period supplies, and that's just the beginning. I spoke with a group hoping to address period poverty across the state, starting right here in the Twin Cities suburbs. During the holiday season, SEEP in Brooklyn Center buzzes with volunteers.
So SEEP's mission is to nourish neighbors in mind, body, and spirit. And we know that being nourished is about so much more than being fed.
And at SEEP, Katie Briggs recognizes there's a need year-round. Every day, helpers load carts with essentials to get families through.
Really focusing on different programs that address basic needs, whether that be food, housing, those kinds of things.
And there's one essential that's commonly requested, but often forgotten.
Anyone who menstruates knows how uncomfortable it is not to have access to the products that you need. So access to products like pads and tampons is a really important part of feeling healthy and cared for. They're in really high demand.
That's where Period Kits MN comes in.
Extra supplies, I got more kits outside.
It's a Minnesota organization that brings period products to those who need it most.
This is a basic need. It's a basic need like toilet paper, toothpaste, and a lot of times it's overlooked. It's forgotten.
Executive Director Brandon Biernat says they bring their special kits to SEEP once a month. Each kit holds about a month's supply of products. That includes pads, tampons, and flushable wipes.
A lot of times we found out that people don't like to talk about their period or menstruation, so it might just get overlooked. They might just not want to bring it up.
Biernat says making that supply available is a critical mission. It helps lift up those who need it most.
If we can supply this, then they can allocate other resources to their other needs, food, housing, etc.
Period Kits MN comes in many forms, and there are many ways you can help it serve our neighbors. One way is donating supplies, and another is holding your own packing event. We'll share more information on our website. Pickleball enthusiasts will soon have a new place to play outdoors in Maple Grove. 18 new pickleball courts are almost ready for action at Lakeview Knowles Park. Crews this week are putting on some of the finishing touches on the outdoor recreation destination, which previously had just 6 courts for pickleball. Construction began this summer, and while the lion's share of the work is complete, the city still has a few finishing touches to make this spring.
I know the pickleball community, the community of Maple Grove are really excited. We get an added picnic shelter, some much needed restrooms, and then, obviously adding 12 pickleball courts to the city is very exciting for all of us, I think.
Crews still have to apply paint on the courts, install a picnic shelter, and build restroom facilities. City officials expect everything to be complete by June. An employee of a Brooklyn Center hotel received some Rockstar treatment this week.
And this here, you are our hospitality rockstar.
Rhoda Fleming of the Country Inn and Suites is this year's Hospitality Rockstar. The award is presented every year by Minneapolis Northwest Tourism to a hospitality worker who goes above and beyond at their job. Fleming officially works at the hotel as a front desk agent, but she also makes breakfast, cleans rooms, does laundry, and helps with anything else the hotel needs.
I feel wonderful. I feel like now really my work here has been appreciated. So I feel great. I love everybody here. This is overwhelming for me.
The Hospitality Rockstar Award consists of a Visa gift card worth $500. Fleming plans to use the money to buy Christmas presents for her grandchildren. It's the season for holiday concerts, but a concert at North Hennepin is giving people a break from all the seasonal music. The North Hennepin Concert Band and Jazz Ensemble recently joined together on stage for the first time since before the COVID pandemic. We'll leave you with a taste of the show.
Breck girls hockey started the season 7-0. After their first loss on December 2nd, the Mustangs were looking to bounce back against Mound-Westonka. Ches Moots has the highlights.
Breck has scored 3 or more goals in all 7 of their wins this year. Mound-Westonka Southwest Christian 5-4-1 coming in Friday night. First period, Whitehawks get behind the Breck defense. Georgia Harmer goes 5-hole for the first score of the night. Mound-Westonka Southwest Christian got up 2-0 in the second. The Whitehawks looking for some more insurance, but Torin Luoma's one-timer is blocked by Audrey Nygaard. Later in the second period, though, Gisela Harder centering pass to Cameron Hargraves. She puts the puck in the back of the net. Whitehawks up 3-0. Breck would get on the board in the third period. McKenna Schliemann scores from the slot. That was the Mustangs' only score of the game, though. They fall to the Whitehawks 3-1. In Golden Valley, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
After losing their first 4 games, the Park Center girls basketball team beat Coon Rapids. The Pirates look to carry that momentum into their meeting with Armstrong Friday. Jay Wilcox has more.
Park Center on the road to face Armstrong in Northwest Suburban Conference girls basketball. The Pirates' pressure pays off early. Lyric Singleton with the steal and then a spin move for a layup and a 12-1 lead. Singleton scores 14. Anaya Shafa gets the steal in the front court and goes in for 2 of her 16 first-half points, and it's all Pirates early. Brenna Foster drives to bank it in as Park Center goes up 39-23 at halftime of this one. And Tyler Coley's Pirates dominate the second half. Julia Diggs stops and pops a 3 in transition as she goes on a great scoring run. Then Diggs drives it all the way for 2 plus a foul. Diggs scores 21 in the second half and 23 for the night. Park Center blows Armstrong out. 98-43 Pirates is the final. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Hopkins girls basketball is 6-2 with their only losses coming to Iowa teams. Chaz Moots has more on a Royals team with championship aspirations.
Hopkins girls basketball only has 1 senior on their team this year. But that senior, Liv McGill, is one of the best all-around seniors in not only the state, but the country.
Everything falls on my shoulders, but I feel like I'm built for it. God put me in this position, so I just take it all in and I try to lead and be the best leader I can.
She never lets us hang our heads, and when she's on the court, we know that she's playing with us, not against us, not just for ourselves, but she's all for the team.
McGill is the next in line of superstar players that have come through the Royals program. She watched Paige Beckers play with Amaya Battle. Now it's her time to show the ropes and lead at Hopkins.
When you have something you want to leave behind and you want that legacy to say what? That I didn't do what they did for me. And so I think she's taking that personal and really doing a really good job of bringing up these younger kids, showing them the way, coaching them up, leading them, talking to them. And then also just the way she plays, you know, she leaves it all out on the floor, laying it all out for the younger kids that will take a step into her, you know, her shoes next year.
Alongside McGill, the Royals round out their starting five with Tatum Woodson, Lauren Hilsheim, London Harris, and freshman Irma Walker. As always, Hopkins wants to get up and pressure defensively from start to finish.
Hopkins is known for our intensity. You know, we're always going to be up in your face and we're going to play lockdown defense. So I feel like that's one of our biggest things we need to work on.
We do film like hours on hours each day, but I think the one area that's critical for us to improve on to win a championship this year is definitely boxing out and rebounding.
And after coming up one game short of the Class 4A state title last year, McGill and the Royals want nothing more than a chance to run it back in the state championship game in March.
It motivates me so much, and just to win it for the players that didn't last year, you know, my old teammates, Nunu, Micaiah, Taylor, all those people, and just, you know, going out with a bang. I feel like we worked so hard not to. And we came up short last year, so we're just working towards that every day.
In Minnetonka, Chaz Moats, CCX Sports.